How's it, everybody? Money Shot here again, and welcome back to Hawaii Crap Shooters. I hope you enjoyed our last video of the hybrid strategy that I use on random rollers, and in this video I have another strategy that I use to qualify these random rollers, which I call the qualifying race. Check it out. Alright, so before I get to the qualifying race, I got a huge announcement. Hawaii Crap Shooters will be back in Las Vegas on July 21st to July 25th. We're going to be in town. We're going to be hitting the casinos. If you're not following me on IG, follow me now. I'm going to be putting up a lot of our updates on what casinos we're going to be at. We like to hop casinos, so there's no specific casinos we're going to be at. But we're gonna most likely be in the downtown area. So again, follow me on Instagram at Hawaii Crap Shooters. I'll be posting updates of where we're gonna be at. So come check us out. Hope to see you guys there. And if you see me, you get a Hawaii Crap Shooters chip. I'm gonna have some available for you guys. So if you guys see me on the table, come say hi. If you guys are okay with me taking a photo with you, I would love to take a photo with you. I would love to meet you guys in person. So come by July 21st to July 25th. We're gonna be back in Las Vegas. Hope to see you guys there. All right, so let's get to the qualifying race. So what the qualifying race is, kind of like a strategy, but more of what I call how I qualify a shooter. And a lot of YouTubers now, there's not much information going out on qualifying shooters. A lot of the strategies out there is more of, how do you make the most money off monster roll, and in my experience, the monster rolls doesn't come as often as people think, and more time has been spent more on the monster roll strategies, on making a lot of money with the power presses and all of this different kind of presses, and less time has been spent on qualifying the shooters. So I thought I'd do a video on how I qualify the shooters, which I actually had learned in my last trip on better qualifying the shooters. So this is what I have come up with and what had helped me sustain my bankroll and last through the many sessions that I played in Las Vegas. So when I say there's not much strategies or procedures on qualifying shooters, the most common one that you guys know of is basically the 5 count, where you wait 5 rolls and then you start betting and then you start implementing your strategy. But guess what? Nobody does it. And why? Because it's boring. Why do you want to come to Vegas with all the hype, the glitz and glamour, your adrenaline is flowing, you want to get in the game, you want to make money, and here is someone telling you to wait 5 count and then play? Boring. So I cannot even do that. So what I wanted to do, the hybrid is good for those kind of strategies. If you have that gambler blood in you, like many of us does, but waiting 5 count is just way too much for me. So I've come up with a more fun way to qualify the shooters, which implements the 5 count, but it gives you some fun in between while you're waiting. So that's where I have developed this qualifying race, where I qualify the shooter and I have them basically prove to me that they are a worthy shooter for me to start investing my money into them. Okay, so I'm not saying that the 5 count is not a good discipline. It's actually a great discipline. It saves you a lot of money off the short rolls and gets you set up for the long rolls that's 5 or more, which is great. But again, like I said, it's boring. So, but you know, I look at it as like the game of poker. I used to play poker for many years before, and in poker, you don't bet on every hand. If you bet on every hand, you're gonna go broke. You watch the professionals on TV, they're folding, they're not playing every hand, but when they get that monster hand, that's when they start investing their money. That's when they put their money in the pot. So I'm saying you should look at craps the same way. You shouldn't be betting on every single shooter because not every single shooter will make you money. And with the 5 count, it kind of eliminates those, kind of qualifies them to see if they're worthy of me investing money into that shooter. Also in poker, particularly Texas Hold'em, there is 5 cards on the flop, right? So there is 3 on the flop, 1 on the river, and 1 on the turn. What a coincidence, just like the 5 count in craps. So if you look at that, 3 cards come out, people bet, you know, the turn comes out, people bet, and the river, that's when a lot of the poker players are investing all their money, either going all in, trying to get value bets. So that's how you should be looking at craps. After the 5 count, that's when you can decide when or if you're gonna start betting on this shooter. So that 5 count is an important qualifying time for you to qualify that shooter. So now that we got the logic of the 5 count covered, now let me explain to you my qualifying race strategy. So again, let's start with the goal in mind. Our goal is to qualify a shooter within 5 rolls, but not sitting out of the game. So here is what I do. Okay, so this is gonna be a $15 table, and I know a lot of viewers were asking me about $15 table, you know, changing the hybrid to a $15 table and all. And I agree, I should start changing my strategies as a base of $15 because Las Vegas is majority $15 tables. So this is gonna be a $15 table, and this is gonna be a random roller. So what I will do after they get to come out, let's say they get like a 5 here. What I will do is I'm gonna place the 6 and 8 here for 18. Okay, I'm gonna put it like this so you guys can see it better. For 18 each, that's $15 table. Okay, so my logic here is I wanna put the very, very least amount of investment possible and on the best numbers that the most probability the dice can roll. Other than the 7 would be the 6 and 8. So this is why I chose the 6 and 8. So I'll be putting $18 in the 6, $18 in the 8. And how I'm gonna use this to qualify the shooter is I am gonna see if the first 5 shots that the shooter can at least hit 6 or 8 twice. So that's my qualifying, that's my interview, I should say, to that shooter. Hey, Mr. Shooter, if you can shoot a 6 or an 8 within the first 5 rolls, then you're good in my book. Then I will bet on you. So 6 and 8, that's the 2. If they can hit it, then we're good to go. Because if they hit 2, what do I get paid? 21. And I get paid 21. And that will cover my 36 here. So if they can hit that 2, then I'm ready to invest into that shooter. So that's what my goal is. So remember, what our goal is for that shooter to shoot and hit two, either the 6 or 8 or 2 8s or 2 6s or 1 6 1 8. I don't care. As long as they can hit that, they're good in my book. So now that we know our goal, now we know our qualifying bets for that shooter. You know me, I don't like to leave $36 out there without a hedge. So I know a lot of people could like to play the don't pass, and they could, you know, play DP at $35 or $36 or whatever to hedge this here. But I will tell you why I don't like the DP. It does pay better, but I have no control of where this is gonna land. So like, if this is gonna land on the 6 and 8, then it defeats my purpose of testing out the shooter with the 6 and 8, using the 6 and 8 to qualify the shooter. Because now I lose this opportunity here. So that's the reason why I don't like the don't pass. I have no control. I rather pay extra money and lay the 4 or the 10. So having said that, I will, again, like my hybrid, I will hedge the 4 or the 10. So people ask, why do you like the 4 more than the 10? I just like the 4 because if you lay the 4, it's farther away from the shooter. You know, if they're on the other side of the table, they don't really see that you're going over here, and I don't want to jinx them up. Rather than a 10, they can see it right here. Some people think that I'm going against them. Some people who don't understand the game, they think, oh, you're against me, but I'm actually not against you. I'm just playing my system. So that's the only reason why I like the 4. Same probability, is just preference. But again, 36, we want to hedge this, and we want to get our insurance. So our temporary insurance, just like the hybrid. So what I will do here is I could invest 70. That'll give me 35 minus the VIG, which is $2, which will net me $33 on a win on a 7. But that doesn't cover this. I'll still be losing 36. So what I've done is lay the 4 for 80 now. So I have 80 here on the lay. So the 80 will pay me 40 minus the VIG, which is $2, right? And that $2, they will actually get a change, and I will get now my $36 plus $2. So I rather have this 80 than that. So that's why I'm gonna lay the 80. I'm not gonna hedge the easy 4 like the hybrid. It's just that it's just too little money. I mean, I will go against the 4 at 8% against the 7, just because it's little money. If I lose this $80, you know, if I come out on a 7, I get 33 or $36. I just need two 7s at any time, even during the roll, to make back that one loss on that 4. You see what I'm saying? So doesn't really make sense. So I'm not gonna, you know, place a hard 4 over here to kind of bring down the percentages of 4 hitting. I'm gonna take my chance that a 4 is not gonna be rolled before a 7. So this is the qualifying setup. Pretty simple. Minimal amount here and here. Most you can lose. Come out is an easy 4. Most you can lose on this shooter would be $80. After that 80, I'm quitting, taking this down, and I'm done with that shooter. Or if, you know, a point comes out and then, you know, a 4 comes, then I would still gain $2, right? So I'm gonna get 36 here. I'm gonna get 40 for half of this 80, and then minus the VIG. So I'll be getting $38, which is not bad. So after PSO, we'll break out even. We lose this, but we get this. So same thing. 2 rolls come out, same thing. Same risk. I'm just gonna be losing this on a 4. But again, we're just qualifying and we're doing our 5 count. So how this is gonna work out is they're gonna roll 5 rolls and 5 rolls. We'll see if we can qualify the shooter. Okay, and then once they hit the 5 roll, then we'll go to our foundation, which is if they pass the 5 rolls, then I will invest in them, which would be 15 on the 5, 15 on the 9, and then I'm gonna put this here, you guys can't see the hard ways, but on the hard 4 and the hard 10. So that's gonna be the setup, and I'll bring this down. That's if they pass the 5 count. So that's the setup on the 5 count. So I'm gonna do a mock roll up. All right, so pretty simple, right? $80 on the 4, 18 on the 6, and 18 on the 8. That's the qualifying race. All right, so let's roll this out and let's see how we can qualify the shooter and see how this strategy, or I should say better yet, discipline, will work, how it works. So we're gonna use our Hawaii Crap Shooters dice. By the way, we have dice available. It's selling out quick. We have a few left, but if you wanted to get Hawaii Crap Shooters dice, go to our online store, www.hcsstore.com. Pick up yourself a whole stick. I think a stick is $30, but go check it out. All right, so I'm gonna start up this strategy with $80 on the 4, laying the 4. Again, you know Mr. Money Shot, he likes to play on every aspect of the game, the come out roll, the short game, and the long game. So this is my come out roll strategy on this random. And we're gonna be hoping that this random, who can potentially roll a 7, 16.6% of the time, will make us a free $40 or $38. So let's see what happens. 6. All right, so point is 6. We're gonna place the 6 and 8. This is why I don't like the don't pass, because the don't pass would come up here, and I don't like that, because my plan is to use the 6 and 8 to qualify the shooter. So again, we're gonna have 18 here, 18 here, put it like this so you guys can see it, and 18 there. Now, in my rack, you can do it in your rack or not, but you can count the rolls. That was 1 roll. So I'll put it right here so we can see. So our goal is, hey, Mr. Shooter, you want me to bet on you? Hit the 6 or 8 at least twice in this next 5 rolls or 4 rolls. 5. So you hit the 5, nothing for us. We're still in the qualifying period. Now, we have the 3 best numbers that's not gonna hurt us now. We have the 7, which is gonna break out even. We're gonna make $2. We have the 6 that'll make us money, and the 8. So we have the highest probability numbers in our favor here, with the least over here, the 4, is our danger zone. So we got the best of the extremes. So we got the best part and the worst part. But we're betting correctly because we're betting on the probabilities. So aces, no fall again. That's 3 rolls on this roller. 7. All right, so they didn't make the 5 count. We didn't bet on there. So this is gonna come down, right? We lose this, but again, we win 40. Oops, sorry. Minus the VIG, which is $2. So we got our $36 back here, and we won $2. No harm, no foul. We're going to the next shooter. So let me mark that. That's shooter number 1. Let's see what we can do with shooter number 2. Okay. All right, so same thing. We'll lay the 4 here. Random shooter, I don't know who they are, and just come to the table. 10. We're gonna go up again. 18 here, 18 here. The interview process. Mr. Shooter, are you worthy for me to bet on you? Let's see you roll 5. I'm sorry, that's the first roll. 6. All right, this guy's off to a good start. We get paid 21. We're gonna rack this because we want to get this back, right? 8. See the two probable numbers. So we got 21 again. Guess what? This 41 here covers this 36. So we don't need this lay anymore, even though it's on the third row, I should say. We don't need this lay. So what we do, again, temporary protection, we rack this back up, we keep this, and we're going. So this shooter, we're gonna see if they can pass the 5th count. That was 3 rolls. We still wait, we just leave it like that. If a 7 comes now, we already made our money back. So yo 11, that's 4. 5. All right, so 5 count. Okay, this shooter is worthy for us to bet on. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna invest money into this person. I know it's not something that I like to do, but I'm gonna take a chance on this shooter. So I'm gonna put 15 here. Now I'm investing $30 here, and I'm gonna put my hard 4 and my hard 10 here. That's my setup. Remember, I like to have my foundation. This shooter has proven that they can shoot more than 5. I am willing to risk here. Right now we have $40 at risk because this was already paid for. So we'll go from here. Let's take our chance. Now we're gonna see. 4. Ooh, lucky we took down that 4 because that 4 came down. So hard 4 will come down. I will come up back on here. So if the easy 4 comes twice or the easy 10, I look at it as a trend, and I will start placing that 4 after the second hit. So let's see. Hard 4. So our hard 4 gets paid here. $5 pays a total of 40. Our hard 4 will get 40. All right, so our 40 will set up here. Let's get some change. 25 here. We'll bring down our hard 10 here. We're set up here. We got all that. We won 15 bucks. We're all set up here. We're good to go. This shooter is, 7 out. All right, so we did lose money. This was covered. We did lose $40 or something like that, but not bad. Losing $40 on a shooter kind of saved us money, but we were just hoping, we're betting on somebody who can roll more than 5. All right, so third shooter. Let's see what we're gonna do again. We're gonna lay the 4 for 80 and let this guy see if he's worthy of money shot betting on him. 10. So point is 10. Okay, so if you see me using the qualifying race, don't take it personal. It's just, you know, I never met you. I don't know how you, I'm just trying to feel out the tables. All right, so we're gonna lay our 18 on the 6 and 8 again. And let the qualifying time begin. We got one roll. 7 out. 7 ouch. No harm, no foul. Again, we get for 40. We have 35. We have $38 we made. This loses, and we go on to the next shooter, which is, we didn't lose anything. We actually won $2. So that is our fourth shooter. I'm gonna go up to 5 shooters. All right, so come out roll, next random roller. You jumped on the table. It's on the other side of the table, and you got 5 shooters over there before you get the dice, and you're just playing this qualifying race. 9. All right, 9 is the point. So we set up qualifier, our qualifying 6 and 8. See if the shooter can hit it. Now we're telling Mr. Shooter, this is your only 2 targets. If you can show me you can hit that with your throws, then I will have no trust issues on you. There you go, 8. 21, we keep that. That is our second roll, right? 7 out. See, short rolls just like Vegas. We lose this, but what do we get? We get $38 again. So we didn't lose that. We made actually $21 from that one hit. So actually we made money on this guy. So that's good. That's just our 4th shooter here. So now we're gonna go on our 5th shooter. So our 5th shooter, let's see what he can do. Come out roll, 7. Guess what? Why Money Shot likes this come out roll strategy. We get $38 free money on the come out roll. 7 again, guess what? Free money. We get $38 again. Thank you, Mr. Random Shooter. Rolling again. Oh, easy 4. How's that? Now we lose money. So we lose this. Like I said, but we made 34 on each. So we kind of still short, but it happens, right? It's gonna happen, guys. This is not an invincible. There's always a hole in the strategy. So we have 80 here. Point is 4. So what we're gonna do is play it out same way. We're gonna have our 18 here, and our 18 there, and we're gonna, this is what, the first roll. So we don't count the 7s on the come out rolls as a 5 count qualifier, okay? So you count it as once the point is established. 7 out. So 7 out. See how all these short rolls, this comes down, but we make $38 again. Not bad. So not bad. I mean, I didn't count the bankroll, but you can see we had minimal loss in here. We can last the whole table with this lay here. The most you can lose on a shooter, if you allow yourself, is 80 bucks. So 80 bucks times 10, it's a lot, but how many? That's $800. But then that's, you're gonna have a big, streak of 4s coming out, which and I know it's not gonna happen. So that's it. That's the qualifying race. Basically, you want to have that shooter qualify in the qualifying race by racing to hit these 6 and 8 twice before 5 rolls, or before the 7 comes out. And if they can hit 5 rolls, then they will be worthy for me to bet. Simple as that. Simple strategy. You're still doing the 5 count. You're not investing money. Well, too much money. This is kind of like the minimal money, but you're not investing much on a shooter, and you're still utilizing the benefits of the 5 count. So hope this works out for you. Maybe I'll have a lot of people like seeing Mrs. Money Shot shoot. Maybe I'll have her shoot this in our next video. But take care, and thanks for watching, and Hope you guys can try out this qualifying race while you're in the casinos, and hope it saves your bankroll and even make you money and get you into that monster roll. Aloha, and may the dice be nice.